You're fired! Hey, you losers and fat pigs. Welcome to Brain Dump, the clickbaitiest show on the internet, and as I've been led to believe, a pretty big deal. And I know a thing or two about big deals, okay? Because I am one. 2016, huh? It was a weird one, but I think I can summarize it pretty concisely with one sentence. Man says grab her by the pussy, semicolon, becomes president. Or is that two sentences? I don't know. Man, how did he do it? How did he do it? We all thought he was a big joke, but look at him now. Now he's laughing at us. In 2016, this guy Donald Trump made history by being the second president to be recorded saying the word pussy.
Gotta have them ribs. And pussy too.
Now, I'm a relatively apolitical person, so I don't necessarily see this guy as the egregious crime against morality that the rest of the internet does. Obviously, I can't defend his oh-so-charming, unique brand of locker room talk, but if I could be devil's advocate for a moment, I know a lot of you folks are worried about this whole thing, so I'd like to see if I could put your minds at ease, if I may. Do I think Dumple, Bumple, Boyle, and Trumple is the single most fit choice to run the free world? Yeah, no. But I can't see the advantages of having such a profoundly successful guy in charge. I know he filed for bankruptcy for some of his companies, and I know he inherited a lot of his success from his daddy. I can hear you dorks typing it up already. But forget all the tabloid noise and insipid drama and just look at the man. Not from a moral standpoint, of course, that's a fool's errand, but just in terms of his own personal success. I don't think anyone can deny that he's been exponentially successful in ways that tiny, insignificant people like you and I can never hope to understand. How successful is he? Look at him now. He's the fucking president, for crying out loud. We did this. This is on our hands. Now, this is just a theory. Don't crucify me for this. But the point I'm trying to make is that if he runs our nation in a manner similar to the way that he's run his own life, then maybe, by that logic, we don't have anything to worry about. Or maybe he'll just blow up the world. But that would be pretty cool too, so I'm down for whatever. And even though I'm not really into politics, I have to confess there is one key issue that me and Dumple Trumple agree on.
And we will fix TSA at the airports, which is a total disaster.
If he sets the TSA straight, then any negative ramifications of his presidency will have been worth it. I am sick and tired of going through the dang wiener scan machine. How come everybody who works at the airport wants to look at my fucking wiener? Quit it. No. So what else happened this year? A monkey died and we all had to pretend like we cared. Don't get me wrong, I love aminals, but they die all the time. It's basically what they're best at. But I do wish that this monkey had never died, so I never would have had to hear about it. What else? There's clowns in the woods? That's fine. That's not weird. Yeah, don't worry about that. That's probably fine. Everything's fine.
Why are you dressed as Donald Trump?
Honestly? I don't know. I just like playing dress up, I guess.
Your political opinions are different from mine. That means I don't have to respect you anymore.
All right. Anyway, there are still some movies from 2016 that will be receiving dedicated brain dumps, but let's do some lightning round reviews on movies that didn't make the cut. I really like the first half of this film, but I feel like they kind of wrote themselves into a corner with the second half. Also, the poignant philosophical dialogue is charming at first, but it's used so relentlessly that it started to get on my nerves. By the end of it, I was like, man, can these nerds talk normal for 5 minutes instead of using farts as a metaphor for the pettiness of mankind's frivolous inhibitions? I have never seen a sequel that so shamelessly repeats the exact same plot as the original movie. They even make jokes about it. If they were self-aware enough to make those jokes, how come they weren't self-aware enough to not make such a derivative sequel? I don't know, this was a movie, I guess. I didn't really pay attention when I was watching this, but it didn't seem like anything interesting was happening. This movie was a big crock of shit. The joke wasn't even funny. 0 out of 10. I didn't see this movie, but I did read the book. And if anybody tries to tell you the book was better, you tell them I said this was the worst book I ever read. I thought this movie was cute, and I liked it. As for my favorite movie, you guys are already well aware of my embarrassing affinity for sausage parody, but there was another diamond in the rough that I appreciated. A little film called The Greasy Strangler.
On your ass! feast on that queen's ass all night long.
I love this movie. You're gonna hate it, but I loved it. It definitely pushes your boundaries in terms of what you are and aren't comfortable with looking at, so if that sounds like something you'd be into, then check it out. Also, it was produced by Elijah Wood. You know, that guy who did Dancey Dance Time on Yo Gabba Gabba? I think that's what he's best known for. And so, 2016 is pretty much donezo. Let's hope things fare better for us in,
What number comes after 2016? I don't know.
Burnbot? Well, we'll do the math later. In any case, I think I speak for all of us when I say, so long, 2016. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. Happy whatever, everybody. Any resolutions, goofball?
I want to try to be more annoying.
Well, you should have no problem. What about you, Burnbot? Ooh, I'm excited to see how you do with that. 2016 was also the year where I started my new show, Brain Dump. It's been a lot of fun, and I'd like to thank you all for watching so far. You might have heard that animation doesn't have a future on YouTube. The algorithm simply doesn't allow for it. And even though my show isn't completely animated, there's still a lot of unique animation that goes into each episode that I work hard on. I know, I just said hard on. So if you like cartoons and you want to see a hardworking cartoonist make it on YouTube even if the algorithm says that he can't, then tell your friends about this show. Hey, it can't hurt, right? I'm Max G, this was my brain dump of the year, and I hope you hated it. Fuck, shit, fuck, shit, fuck. Okay, Burnbot, I love the enthusiasm, but you still need to form complete sentences, sweetie.